This is Creepy and Geeky. Welcome to Creepy and Geeky. I'm your host, Robert, and on today's Minisode, it's time to talk to Donna about the stuff we got into this last week. How's it going, Donna?
Hey Robert, it's going pretty good. I'm getting super excited for Turkey Day. Not that I'm doing any of the cooking, but I am doing all of the eating. And and the fact that it's been, feeling a little bit more like the time of season that it should be. So I'm doing
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's finally getting cold.
Yeah.
We fully, of course, skipped over fall, which always happens. Um, which is always so frustrating. Like I like fall. We get like 2 days of it and that's it. Um, and then but yeah, no, I'm happy for this week to come, but also we don't really do anything for Thanksgiving because we're
Mhm.
just a small family and like half of them are vegan. So so we don't really do much. So yeah, so it'll be just like any other day, but it's not going to be too bad. It should
I
be
mean, we
fairly
don't really
nice.
do the whole big family thing. It's usually just us. And
Right.
since I'm obviously the black, white sheep of the family, I don't really do the whole extended family. And most of
Yeah.
my family is everywhere, and they're in a bunch of different states. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
grateful for that. I'm most thankful that I
Oh,
don't have to do that shit.
yes. I fully 100%
I
agree.
don't I don't I don't want to sound anti-family. Just sometimes I don't want to put up with the bullshit,
Oh, I'm pretty
basically.
I'm pretty much anti-family. So uh,
I
um
mean, for anybody else, my
yeah, yeah.
personal family, yes, I'm
Yeah,
into.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. No, I'm not against anybody else's family, but I'm
Yeah.
of the mind that family is um family is it's good
Mhm.
when it but sometimes it's not. And a lot of times it's not. And most of my family is not. So I am my family that lives with me, my wife, my kids, my daughter-in-law, my grandson, they all live with me. That's my family. That's the only
Right.
family I care about, and that's all I need. Everybody else is
Exactly.
in other states far, far away. There's a reason why we moved where we did almost 20 years ago. And we appreciate that we don't have to deal with that anymore because we used to. There was a good let's see, like 15 year, no,
Mhm.
yeah, close to not even 15. Good 10 year stretch, I guess, where after my wife and I got married, that we did the family rounds. That's what
Right.
we did. Is so we would every holiday it was like go 2 hours here, 2 hours there, two
Mhm.
hours there, 2 hours there, because we had multiple different family members to go see. And so that was always such a pain in the butt, especially with small children.
Yeah, and by the end of it,
um
you're exhausted and you're agitated and you've already dealt
yeah.
with people's shit all day. No.
Yeah. So it's the holidays were just rough. And so once we moved out here, it was just us and it became so much more blissful. So it's nice to just have the small family, deal with our own stuff, and that's it. So
I mean, honestly, if I lived close to you, though, I would be dropping in. I would be popping in because I want to know
yeah.
what y'all got going on. I want to
Yeah.
see the
No, I
feast
think
and whatnot.
I think I think I think it would be great to because we don't even have like really like good close adult friends like we did when we were in our 20s
Hmm.
even. And so that'd be great to have kind of like another family that would like that we could get along with and stuff like that. So that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be
Yeah.
really really good time because I'm likewise the black sheep of my family. A big surprise. Um but so it's and my wife is the
Yet
black
again,
sheep of
another
hers.
reason why we click. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah. No, no, no. I mean, obviously, we we have a connection on a fundamental level, which is really
yeah.
great. So, which is really cool. But yeah, no, other than that, yeah, it's been an okay week. It's been Been busy as usual. I didn't get out to the movies, and I didn't really get to watch anything.
Oh,
Like,
gasp.
yeah, it's I did. I mean, I did watch something, which I'll talk about.
Okay.
I binge watched the latest season of an episode of a TV series. So, but outside of that, I didn't watch any new movies. I watched a new to me movie last night. I watched the original "I Spit on Your Grave," which
Woohoo.
I thought was great. Um, so I'm gonna check out the remake as well, and the sequel later. Um, so I'm sure those will be of varying quality, but I've heard good things about it. At least the remake is supposed to be really good. So
The remake was really good. I never saw
yeah,
the sequel for that one, but
yeah.
yeah, I'll be interested to hear what you have to say about that.
Yeah. So we'll definitely I'll definitely talk to you about that once I do. But yeah, no. So it's been a relatively slow week in terms of watching stuff, but uh I have a couple of teasers and like I said, the aforementioned TV series to talk about. So but
Yeah, I don't really
uh
have a whole lot. I'll be 100% honest with you. That seems to be my MO whenever I talk to
right, right.
you. And I say that and then I have like 15 things, you know?
But they're like 15 small things, so it just adds up.
Small. It's a good size. I will give you a good size.
Sorry, I'm not trying to shame your size of your tidbits of
I
information.
mean, I'm confident in the size of what I
Okay,
bring you.
good. It's about the quality, not the
It
quantity.
is about the quality, okay?
Exactly.
No shortcomings here. Okay,
Okay,
I
we're
could
gonna
do this
turn into
all day.
12-year-olds real quick here, so we better move on.
I'm
So
perpetually 12. Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
so am I, so am I.
Jesus.
Again, another reason why you and I get along.
So I'm gonna just start. Can I start?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
That way I won't it's a premature start, but I will go
Yeah.
ahead and give you so there was a trailer out for a movie that it did come out in 2023, but it actually is officially coming out in 2024 called Dick Dynamite. Have you heard of this?
No.
So
Dick
it's
Dynamite?
Dick Dynamite. After
Okay.
talking about shortcomings and whatnot, it's
Yeah,
Dick
no.
Dynamite 1944. I left off the year. Terrible,
Okay.
Donna. So what this is, and I'm gonna try to say this without laughing. I really am. Basically, this movie is about Dick Dynamite, and he's like a Nick Fury and his Howling Commando type of
Okay.
unit. His ragtag team of Nazi killing commandos must stop a group of German scientists from turning the population of New York into flesh eating zombies. And it is the most absurd trailer I have seen as of late. It looks very low budget, it looks very comical. I think you will have a good time watching this trailer, and I'm very excited to see this movie.
It sounds interesting. I'll definitely have to check out that trailer and see if it'll be something that I would enjoy. Which I'm sure I will. Um, yeah, no, that's I mean the name itself is hilarious. So definitely awesome. All right. Very cool. I have like I said before, I have a couple of teasers for stuff. A teaser for the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie came out this
Oh,
week. And I and my family are huge How to Train Your Dragon fans.
I love
Um,
that so
those
much.
movies are so good. And so usually I'm against these live action remakes of things because it's like, why? But literally, the filmmaker from the animated trilogy is back to direct this live action movie, and we get Gerard Butler back as Stoic the Vast, which is the father of the main
Mhm.
character in this. And so it's great. That was like perfect. It was like, sure, I'd love to see more of the original cast come back in live action and stuff, but like a lot of the kids in this weren't kids when they were voicing it already. So um so it's good to get a new batch of younger actors to play the kids. But yeah, no, Nick Frost is also supposed to be in it as one of the side characters. So it should be a lot of fun. It
Yeah,
looks good from just the teaser. It's just like definitely the whole vibe is showing you scenes that you would recognize from the animated versions in live action.
yeah,
So
I'm really
it's a lot of
excited
fun.
about this one because the young man who's playing Hiccup is the kid from the Black Phone. He was the lead in the Black
Yes.
Phone.
Yeah.
And then we also get I think it's Thandie Newton's daughter.
Yes.
She's playing Astrid. So I
Yeah.
liked her in The Last of Us, the brief
Yes.
time that she was there.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see her in something else too. It's going to be a lot of fun. I
I think
already
so
love that
too.
I
It's
love
going to
it.
be, yeah. I would like to see them if they're going to, if this does well and they continue forward. I honestly would like to see them not remake each version of two and three, and just kind of tell different stories for any potential sequels. That
Yeah.
to me would be a lot more fun is to see them doing like stuff that would maybe be between the episodes, between the movies and stuff
Hmm.
that would progress the plot and wouldn't be exact remakes again. But I know sometimes they got to make it, see if it works and everything. So hopefully it does. I love this series and I'd love to see it continue. So all right, what's your next thing?
Oh, so the next thing I have really isn't all that big. Guillermo del Toro posted on Blue Sky. If y'all on Blue Sky, please go there.
Yes.
He posted the first look photo of Frankenstein, and
I did see that. Yeah.
it looks just from that picture, I'm already kind of excited. But he also made the post that it is going to have a theatrical release as well as being on Netflix, which if you
That's
want to see
good.
it on the big screen, definitely you'll be able to do that. It looks colorful. That photo, hopefully we'll get a little bit more behind the scenes or pictures of it.
Right.
I'm already excited. I mean, just because of the cast alone, but
Right.
just seeing that kind of first peek at it was like, oh, okay, this is definitely going to be one of those gothic films that I'm going to be in love with. I just everything about it looks great.
Yeah. Yeah. Oscar Isaac is playing Victor Frankenstein, right?
Right, and Jacob Elordi is playing the monster, which,
Yeah, whatever.
Jacob Elordi is that guy right now.
I
So
guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't really like Jacob Elordi. I
I
mean,
think he's good for what they need him to be, which is a tall, hulking kind of person.
sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no. Yeah, if you're gonna get somebody for Frankenstein's monster, make sure it's a tall dude. Yeah. And Jacob Elordi fits that role. So, just keep him quiet. It'll be okay. Sometimes these guys become the new it flavor, and I'm like, why? They're not. No, please don't. So
There's something
it's one
there
of the
that
reasons why I
you
will
don't
never.
like.
No, and that's the thing. Yeah, and that's the reason why I'll never watch Saltburn, is because he's in it and Barry Keegan's in it, and I don't like
Yeah,
Barry
you don't
Keegan
like either
either.
one of them.
No, so it's like it's like a movie. I'm just like, okay, yeah, this could be a great movie that says something that's perfectly in my wheelhouse, and I would never watch it just because I don't like those actors. I don't know what it is. It's just they rub me the wrong way.
No, that's okay.
So
It's perfectly fine. My husband hates Jeremy Renner and he won't watch anything that he's
what?
in. He does.
That's crazy.
He
Now
does not like him.
don't get me wrong. Jeremy Renner's kind of bland. I'm not gonna lie, but he's good in certain things.
I
So
pretty much like him in everything that I've ever seen him in.
he's fine. I don't hate him in any way. If he's in something, I'm like, okay, he might be good. I liked him in the Mission Impossible movies that he was in. I liked him as Hawkeye, sort of. It's not his fault that the character was wrong. When they finally got it mostly right, it was in the Hawkeye TV series, and he did a great job at
I mean,
that.
if you ask me to pick
So,
between Renner and Colin Farrell, I'm gonna pick Colin Farrell every time because
oh
he's a
yeah, Colin
consummate
Farrell.
actor.
Yeah,
I don't hate Renner. I think he does a good job when he's
yeah,
given good projects.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think that's more than anything else. He he maybe it's just he chooses bland things. Um, and so it just he's just hasn't been given a lot of the work that I would expect from him. I mean, and he's older now. He got hurt a couple of years ago. So he's probably taking it a lot easier now.
Did
Um,
you have you ever seen The Town? Did you not like him in The Town?
I've seen the town like once, like years ago,
He
so I
killed
haven't
it.
rewatched it. Yeah, I'll have to watch that again at some point. But yeah, and I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I think he just needs the right properties.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
So
but
what you got?
Jacob Elordi, no, I don't care.
Oh my gosh. Moving on, Robin. Go on to
Moving
your next
on.
thing.
So my next thing might be something you have, and it's another teaser. It's for a new Hulu series that's coming out next year called Alien Earth.
Oh yeah, baby. I got that
Uh,
one.
so it's a new series by Noah Hawley, who did the what's it called, the Legion series on FX, and he
And
did
Fargo.
Fargo, and he did the not so great Stand miniseries also for Paramount Plus. It so he you know his stuff is generally good, but so I'm interested though, because it says it's set in what, 2120,
Yeah.
and so it'll be interesting to see that when the aliens land on Earth, so when the xenomorphs land on Earth, so be pretty interesting.
I
See
mean
what
that
happens.
that show sold me just because I love Noah Hawley. I think I love every season of Fargo that I've ever seen.
I've
But
only
the
seen the
fellow,
first season of that. I
are
need
you
to watch
kidding
more of
me?
it. I know. I liked it. I liked the movie. I
They
need to
get
watch the rest
better.
of it. Do they?
Every
Okay.
season gets better, and they change time periods. Sometimes it's modern, and then it usually is like in the 40s or whatever, and it just it hits, and it's every season's perfect to me, but I could be a little biased. However, for this series that's upcoming, Timothy Olyphant's going to be in it, and
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay, I don't care who else is in this. I'm
Now,
watching
see,
this.
there's an actor who I really like and who does good job no matter what he's in. I liked
And I
him since Scream 2.
think
So,
he may be a synthetic person in this one.
yeah,
So
that'll be cool.
that might be really cool.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be good. I'm excited to see. And I'm not a huge Alien fan either. Like, I like it okay
I know.
ish and everything. Oh, Donna, it's okay.
Dude, I'm still gonna be your friend no matter what. You're wrong, but Imma still be your friend. That's how it works. We don't have to like the same
I just
things.
like Predators more, man. Like
I don't have a
Predators are
problem with
better.
that. Predators are down with black folks, so I love them,
That's what I'm
okay? They just
saying. Like Predators are badass. Aliens, the
I don't
xenomorphs are
even
just
turn
like,
it into a
okay.
racial thing, but they are. They
I
love black people.
come on.
They love us, so I should be on that predator side,
They
but aliens always been that thing for me. I
yeah,
don't know.
aliens are just the xenomorphs are just like, I don't care what color you are, I'm killing you. Predators are like, we're just killing white people.
Just killing white people.
Although they do kill some black people too. I mean,
They
come on.
kill everybody
Yeah.
indiscriminately, but they tend to be a little nicer. Like Predator 2, Danny Glover got
Yeah.
his little
An alien versus
souvenir.
predator, Sine Lathan,
She got the little marking, so everybody
Yeah.
knows that she's
She's
down.
an honorary
I
predator.
yes, I thoroughly enjoy that.
Yeah. You don't see any other white people getting to be honorary
I'm
predators.
just saying,
I know. Although,
you got to pick a side.
I mean, if anybody was going to make it, it would be Arnie.
Hell yeah.
I mean that, you know, he was badass in that. He was the first one to figure out how to like combat their
Well, if we're going
technology.
chronologically, then it would be
True,
Prey. It would
true.
be
Yeah, yeah. No, yes,
Amber
yes.
Midland.
True.
I'm just
I'm just
busting your
talking in terms of
chops.
release. Come on, lady.
Oh my gosh. The things I come up to say to you, Jesus.
I know.
Um, so I only have one more thing, I swear, and this is very small, minuscule. Uh, so Speak No Evil. I don't know. Did you see that? The remake?
No, I had
Okay,
no
I did.
desire to see it.
I,
I I saw like, because I went to the movies a lot, over the previous few months, and
right,
especially leading up to that. And every movie we went to had a stupid trailer for it. It was literally they were
right. That's
shoving that
right.
movie down your throat. And so I was like, no, I don't care. Again, I like James McAvoy, but like the story didn't appeal to me, number one. And then two, because they were shoving it down my throat constantly, I was like, I'm not going to go see it on principle, even if
On
I was
principle, because you've
interested.
already shoved it in my face too many
Yeah.
goddamn times.
Now,
Well, anyway,
to be fair, Quiet Place Day One was doing the same thing, but I still went and saw that, and that was a banger movie. So,
well,
like,
all of that aside, I know Robert will not be watching, but for you other people who will, Speak No Evil is going to be streaming exclusively on Peacock starting December 6th. And if you want to see the original, which my opinion, the original is way superior, that's available for a rental fee on like Amazon and a few other streaming sites if you want to see the original. I mean, the original came out in 2022. I
yeah.
would definitely fuck with the original. I love McAvoy, but no, I didn't care for the way that this one turned out.
Hmm. Interesting.
This is me. I'm
Yeah,
nitpicky
no,
when
I
it
knew
comes
there
to
was I
remakes.
knew there was a different ending and different things
Yeah.
happen throughout the movie and stuff like that. They made it their own, which is good. I like that. I like when a remake is a remake but kind of takes its own chances and does its own things as well. So
Sometimes it works. That maybe
sometimes
it
it
was just
works
because
brilliantly. Again,
yeah, sometimes
I will say my Bloody Valentine remake. I know you don't like it, but I love it, and I think it's superior to the original. I know that's blasphemy,
not
but
really. I think it's just nostalgic. We've already
yeah,
talked about this as a nostalgic feeling I have when I
yeah,
watch it. So it's not so
yeah.
much that I'm rooted in it and it has to be, that or nothing. Some
Right,
things
right.
I tend to like things that are on a bleaker side. And this movie it ended a little differently. Although seeing McAvoy pretty much naked didn't hurt. It didn't really make this movie go up as much as I thought it would in my
Right.
expectation.
Well, there you go. For anybody who didn't get to see it at the theater, go check it out on Peacock in what about a week and a half, somewhere around
Yeah.
there. All right. Um, well, all I have left is I only have one more thing also. And I finally watched the the last season of Cobra Kai. It still has five more episodes that aren't supposed to come out until like February, I think. But these are the first 10 episodes of the season. And if anybody's been enjoying Cobra Kai and you haven't seen these episodes yet, definitely go check them out. They're fun and emotional and everything you like about Cobra Kai. Um, it's a good fun series. I've been enjoying it. I'll be sad to see it go, but it's ending on a natural point. All the kids are about to go off to college and do their own thing, so it makes sense to kind of separate it. And we're getting a continuation movie of sorts where
Ooh,
Daniel will be teaming up with Jackie Chan's character from the Karate Kid remake. Um,
right.
so yeah, called Karate Kid Legends. And
I've only seen the first season of Cobra Kai. I really got to go back
oh
and
yeah,
watch
you got to check it out.
it.
It's all on Netflix, so go check it out. It's really a lot of fun. It's very emotional. There's times where you'll be screaming at the TV like, "Would you guys just sit and talk about things for once and stop you know like getting into fights all the time?" But of course, the fights are part of the fun of it too.
Right.
So, but it's just like, oh my God, like half the time like the characters are on the same page. They're just coming at it from different angles. And
Hmm.
that's where the conflict comes in. It's just like, oh my God, you guys, come on. And it's not even the kids, it's Daniel and Johnny most of the
Yeah.
time. And like, it's just it's interesting though too because they pull in a lot of characters from the earlier from the movies and stuff like that from the original trilogy. So you're gonna get John Kreese is in it. You get uh, Terry Silver later. You get Mike Barnes later. So it's fun that they actually are pulling these characters in. Even there's a few people who are just cameos. They're just like one episode, but
Hmm.
it's a lot of fun because they pay um, a lot of homage and reverence to the original movies and stuff like that. This is obviously made by people who really love um, the Karate Kid movies,
Yeah.
and so.
I wish they would do one like that for The Last Dragon. I love that movie so
Oh
much, and
my
I would love
God.
to see that.
I love that movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. I need to watch it again. I own it, but I don't
Yeah, I feel
like
like
I
if
just
they
haven't
did
watched
something
it.
like that now, it would be just as big a hit as
Oh
Cobra
my
Kai.
gosh.
It's
Well,
so much fun.
I mean, I don't know. Like I love that movie, but I don't know if you could take it out of the 80s.
I think you could. I
I'm
mean,
sure you
Timac is
could.
still very much in the martial arts still, and he's still in great shape, and
Yeah.
you could do something with that, I
Yeah.
think.
I'm sad Julius Carey's not alive anymore though to play
I
Sho'nuff.
know.
He would be so
Yeah.
fun. It would be so fun to see him doing that again. Um, but yeah, it's that's yeah, if anybody hasn't seen Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, please go watch that.
Such a
It,
great
it
movie.
it is bizarre and weird and so wonderful in its own thing. Um, yeah, I need to rewatch that because it's been a long time. But yeah, but that's all I have. Yeah, definitely watch Cobra Kai. And I'm planning on watching some other stuff. I am considering watching either catching up on What We Do in the Shadows or Only Murders in the Building next. I know two wildly different shows,
You're
but
not
they're
gonna go
just
wrong with either one, I can tell
oh,
you
I
that, but
know.
What We Do in the Shadows, my God, I love that show more
Oh,
than I
I love
should.
it too. Yeah, no, that's one of those shows that took the concept of the movie and made it so much better. Because the movie's great on its own, but like
Mhm.
once you get this new cast of characters and everything, and just Matt Berry by himself is just like brilliant. But
I
everybody
was
else is
just
so good in
talking
that
about
show.
him with a friend because I said Matt Berry has a cheat code because he has that voice. I mean, he's got
Yes,
great comedic timing, but when you hear that voice and you see his little kind of Fisher Price body and just the things that he says, and he's so great at being the straightest faced person when he
yes,
says these
saying
absurd
them, yeah.
things. I
No, and
love
that's
him.
oh yeah, no. And if anybody loves Matt Berry, please go back and watch the IT Crowd. That is a brilliant show.
I
It's
love that
so much
show.
fun.
Have you seen
Oh,
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
I've tried to watch that.
Oh my gosh.
I know
I'm
it's
done with you,
I
Robert.
know it's a shush. It's still on my list. The first episode, just I watched the first episode and I kind of just it didn't gel with me, so I didn't end up
Right.
finishing the series or anything like that. But I know it's only like 6 episodes, so I know it's not a hard series to get through. I just got to sit and
No.
watch it. So it's just one of those things where it just
I don't know what it is. I mean, Matt Berry can do anything and I'd be like, "Oh my God, he's hilarious." I mean,
yeah.
literally he's just so funny and
Oh
everybody on
yeah.
that show is just amazing on What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh
Literally
yeah.
everybody in that cast is amazing.
Oh yeah. Absolutely agreed. Yeah, no, it's such a fun show. But yeah, and then I've been um I'm in another Discord group and they've been talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer a lot. And so I'm just like, should I rewatch Buffy? It's been like years because I haven't watched it since it originally came out. And I was like, maybe I should go back and rewatch that now too. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do.
When I
So
go back and rewatch those, my eyes always roll in the back of my head about certain things that I thought was like really fun, and then I'm like, "Ooh, that aged
yeah.
badly."
Oh no, yeah, no,
But not all of it, just some of it.
yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like, I think there's going to definitely be moments that are like super cringy in it because it's just going to be it's of its time.
Hmm.
And I was already an adult, but I was only in my you know early to mid 20s when it came out. So I enjoyed the show when it came out, um, but like I used to identify like I used to think Xander was a great character. Upon reflection, I realized that he is not a great
He's
character.
not.
And I've especially since I have met the actor and have experienced him in person, and
Ugh.
no, he's very much not somebody who's all that great. And so it's I here's the thing. I might have identified with Xander in the early days, when I was young
Hmm.
and everything like that, but I always liked Oz the most, and he's who I really wanted to be. But Oz isn't barely in the show. He's like there
Right.
for a very short time. And so
But he
uh,
is a memorable, unlikable character. I mean,
yes, yeah. So Oz is the
definitely I can
person
understand that.
I always really wanted to be. Notwithstanding the fact that he's actually a werewolf. Um, but
Hey, don't knock werewolves. I happen
no,
to
no,
love
no,
them,
no. I
okay?
love werewolves. That's what I was saying. Like, that's not the only reason why I liked him. I really like Seth Green too. Seth Green is one of my favorite actors. So anytime he's been in anything, it's been great. So, but yeah, I got to figure out what I'm watching next. I'm gonna continue watching some more of the I Spit on Your Grave movies and some other stuff. I was given some other suggestions in that genre, so I'm gonna check some of those out as well. So we'll see what happens. I'm not certain that there'll be any new movies coming up. We're kind of coming to the end of the year already.
Mhm.
There's not a lot that's coming out still yet. We still got Nosferatu, of course, coming out Christmas Day, and that'll hopefully I'll be able to watch that before our big year-end wrap-up episode. So that's my plan anyway. But that's all I got. So why don't you let people know what you got coming up on your episode this week?
Well, because it's going to be Thanksgiving, I'm actually doing a Thanksgiving episode talking about
Oh,
the
okay.
movie Thanksgiving that you and your wife already talked
We did,
about.
yeah.
And I didn't listen to yours because I didn't want to say the same thing. So, but I know you already did. But I did kind of a mini episode about it when it came out last year. And then I
Right.
realized, well, I really want to talk about it this time. So that's exactly what I did. And I might, don't hold me to it, but I might have a bonus episode that might drop on Thanksgiving as well.
Okay,
I
good.
said
Yeah.
might.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Might.
I'm very
Um
fickle, so probably not.
well,
I'm
once you do your episode on Thanksgiving, then you can go back and listen to my episode on Thanksgiving.
I will. I will definitely do that. But I'm dying to because I listened to like a little tiny beginning part, and I gotta say, I really want your wife back on it.
No, it
I
was a good
do.
time. It was a good time. She's
Make it
very
happen.
opinionated. Yeah, I mean, if anything, we'll probably do I think that we would likely do a side show uh once in a while, more of a once in a while thing. Um to that would be more non-horror stuff because she's not a huge horror person. So I think that that would be more interesting is just to get her on for other movies that aren't
Yeah.
horror. So and then we'll just do like a little side series that we'll just add into it. But yeah, no, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But so we'll have to see how we can get that worked out. She's busy because she's like the breadwinner and actually works compared to me. Um, and so she's just busy with stuff. She's tired at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So but she had a lot of fun, and I'm sure I could talk her into doing it again. So,
Yeah, I would
but
very much like to hear that. That's all I'm gonna say. Tell her I want that now.
all right, all right. All right. Well, thank you again for coming on. I very much
Yeah.
appreciate it. And we'll see you again next week. And until then, stay creepy. Thanks for listening. If you like what you've heard, please consider giving the show 5 stars and a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And share the podcast on social media to help spread the word. Make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast app or at creepyandgeeky.com. Music for the podcast is Gratitude, composed by Harper Smith. You can follow the podcast by going to creepyandgeeky.com and clicking on any of the social links. If you'd like to follow me, you can find my links at geekthulu.com. You can support the podcast by ordering teas and more on TeePublic or by donating to the coffee page. All of the links are in the show notes. Finally, don't forget, stay creepy.